Hi there, welcome back to Colorado and Company. I'm Denise Plant. The world premiere of Ms. Butterfly will make its debut during the Denver International Festival of Arts and Technology this summer. It's a futuristic adaptation of Puccini's Madame Butterfly. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, and here to tell us more is director Dennis Law and choreographer Garrett Ammon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Such an honor to have you both here. So Dennis, what is the Denver International Festival of Arts and Technology? Kind of take us there and explain what we will see.
Well, about a year and a half ago, I donated to the University of Denver an Institute of Arts and Technology because fusing the two things seemed to be the right thing to do nowadays, because arts is very arbitrary and technology is very mathematic, but the combining the two really create new opportunities for our entertainment. So because of that institute, we're going to start every year a Denver International Festival in the summertime of arts and technology that combines new productions and the new concepts with international competitions in electroacoustic music, followed by an ending symposium that deals with what's coming up.
Goodness,
and the combination of arts and technology.
When is this summer?
This summer we opened on the 25th of July, and we finish in about a week on the 31st of July.
And I'll give you more details here in just moments on how you can get tickets and all that good stuff. Tell me a little bit about the story behind Ms. Butterfly.
Well, for the longest time I love opera, but I've always thought that the old Madame Butterfly concept, there's a few parts about that story that doesn't really relate to younger people, so it makes opera very old and stilted. So because the butterfly story is then reproduced with the Miss Saigon thing, with the Japanese lady changed for a Vietnamese lady, using the same concept, I've often thought that those stories of love and passion and betrayal can happen regardless of races. So my adaptation changes Butterfly from an Asian lady to a 28-year-old, not a 15-year-old geisha, to a 28-year-old American heiress. And Pinkerton, with a slightly changes his name, becomes the captain of a Chinese aircraft carrier 50 years from today.
Oh, wow. So
the same story, Puccini, with the same basic music, with futuristic adaptations of the music.
That's brilliant.
Tells the same story, because that could happen to anybody, right?
Right, and it hits the younger demo.
Yes.
That's brilliant, brilliant. So Garrett, tell me a little bit about visually. It's stunning, but tell me what we're gonna see. And I know those dresses behind you, they're just like taking my breath away. I love it.
So here's an example of some of the kind of costumes that will be in the show.
Wow.
We also have some visuals of some of the costumes. But I think one thing that really struck me when Dennis approached me about this project was we both have an affinity for updating the performance experience for a contemporary audience. So taking traditional ways of creating performances, but then also combining it with technology, with merging of different styles. So we're going to be combining both Eastern and Western traditions. With the music, with the dancing, with the costumes.
It's relatable to everyone.
Yeah, and then also both classical and contemporary traditions. So it's going to be a really dynamic and really exciting visual experience.
Garrett, we're looking at some of the illustrations right now, and those are the costumes. Tell me a little bit about them. Describe them.
Well, I think one thing that strikes me is that combination of these Eastern and Western aesthetics, and really merging them into one. And
That's
then one thing that I'm excited about is to explore from a choreographic standpoint as we start to create the movement. One thing that Dennis decided is that he wanted a corps of dancers instead of a chorus of singers to populate the stage. So we're going to get to find out how all these costumes move when we're choreographing the show.
Oh, visually, that's going to be so amazing and appealing to so many people. How were the costumes made?
Now, the costumes designed by China's probably the most prolific and well-known costume designer. He's the biggest award winner. So the bulk of them is now coming on a ship in the next few days.
Oh, goodness.
Going to be here in mid-July. But he is famous for doing all the magnificent work in China in the Olympics and their whatever. So I believe that the look of this show will transcend a lot of other things.
Obviously, I mean, you're connected, huh? You got the big guys in on this one too. Now, you mentioned technology, so obviously music's going to be a big influence in this whole production.
The ability to take classic opera with the cost of a giant orchestra, to replace the orchestra with an electroacoustic ensemble that sounds like the orchestra, and using these new digital technologies to create the sound of the future, allows us to do this whole performance with the basic underlying melodies of Puccini that everybody loves, but it gives us a new futuristic bent to it. I think it's smaller, but the sound would sound even bigger. And I think the audience, for the first time in history, would be able to enjoy something classic that sounds so big, but now even bigger with less people because of technology.
You're obviously very creative. You have a brilliant mind. What made you decide to go this route and to bring and give it a twist of what opera is? I know you said earlier because you wanted to attract younger audiences, but was there any other inspiration behind it?
Well, that's enough of an inspiration. I was on the board of Opera Colorado for years dealing with traditional opera. I've always loved opera. But now that I've been in China and here doing a lot of things with the new technologies, I just realized that all these new technologies can help us readapt things that are classical that sometimes maybe the younger people cannot gravitate to because there's either something wrong with the story that doesn't relate to contemporary youngsters, or the way the visuals are that don't relate to youngsters. So
they need to be exposed to more culture, and this is a brilliant way you both are doing it. Thank you very much for coming on the show and giving us a sneak peek. It's beautiful. Again, don't miss the world premiere of Ms. Butterfly from July 25th to the 31st. It's part of the Denver International Festival of Arts and Technology at DU's Newman Center of Performing Arts. Tickets will go on sale tomorrow. For more information, please visit this website. Go to difa.com. That's DIFAT.com, DIFAT.com. Now we're giving away 4 pairs of tickets to a performance of your choice. Just answer this question. What year did Puccini's opera Madame Butterfly make its debut? Send us your answer to mycoco@9news.com. All correct answers will be put in a drawing for the tickets. Good luck.